What's the name of the show?
Well, I mean, I'm acting like it's American Idol.
Oh, but
And you're the
before that,
other guy.
What was
you're
the show?
The Dinkle guy. What's his name? Dinkle. Isn't that his name?
But the guy who holds a microphone with two hands, I think, is who I am. I don't know
Dinkle.
why I'm doing that.
Dinkleton. What was his name?
Dingleberry. I don't know.
What was the guy's name?
I don't know his name, or I would have told you.
Y'all remember his name? There was Ryan Seacrest.
Dunkelweissen. Dunkel. George Dunkelman.
Yeah, he was like
Dunkelman.
shorty.
I feel bad for that guy. Every time I watch American Idol,
My nose was
I
itching
think about him.
through the whole episode, and one time I did like this. You can watch it back. But I actually had this whole thought in my mind. I'm sorry, I zoned out. I was thinking about scratching my nose and doing it in such a way that it wouldn't seem like I was picking my nose.
Well, that's
Because I
what-
would hate seeing those comments.
That's what the little thing on top of the microphone is for.
Brian Dunkelman.
Brian Dunkelman. So I went like this. I went like this.
See what he's up to now.
Is it like a? What are you worried about?
I didn't want it to seem like I was picking my nose. Get this, I got a little story for you. Good Mythical Morning here. Post-mortem. We should change the name of the show to Post-mortem.
That's a good idea.
That could be the show after Good Mythical Morning.
Consider it.
Driving home in the old minivan with the wife and kids going through the neighborhood. We're trying to get Lando to go to sleep in the car so we could transfer him to take a nap in the house. And he was falling asleep right as we pulled into our neighborhood. So I took the long way around. I'm glad I did because all of a sudden I come around to a part of my neighborhood I've never been to before. And it's got, the street is flooded in water. Street's flooded in water. And what are you thinking at this point? You're thinking, why is he telling this story?
In the neighborhood?
Yeah, in my neighborhood. Like a foot of water from curb to curb. And as I
drive
get
through it?
I at first I thought, am I going to have to turn back because you're not supposed to drive through standing water? You don't know how deep it is, but I know how deep
If
my
it's a
street
road,
is.
yeah, you can drive through it.
Unless it's running really fast. They say don't do that. But I decided to do it, and I drive through the standing water, and I'm getting closer to my house, and I realize that I can start to see that there is a discernible flow of water coming from the direction of my house towards my van. So as I'm driving home, the water is now no longer standing, but it's flowing.
It's your water.
I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, is it my water? Then I round a bend, and there is a Toyota 4Runner that has skipped the curb right there. You know, there's a curve before you turn off to go into my cul-de-sac. He has skipped the curb.
Hit the hydrant.
And ran over the hydrant and hit the sign for my road. I should have took a picture, but I didn't. And the fire department had just left, so the fire hydrant was off, but my neighbor was out there, and he answered the age-old question. If you run over a fire hydrant with a 4Runner, it doesn't levitate the 4Runner. The water just goes all around it.
I knew that.
But you would hope that it would kind of levitate it, the water pressure.
Was it shooting up underneath it, or was it just kind of?
He said it was shooting up right underneath the bottom of the 4Runner.
Well, it's good. They're cleaning the chassis.
That's one way to do it.
Yeah.
And the cops weren't there yet. My neighbor's an ATF agent. Did I tell you this?
Alcohol,
Tobacco
and firearms.
He might be a DEA agent. No, I think it's ATF. But so he was out there like barefooted, like
What does
talking
an
to the
ATF
guy.
agent do in this situation?
He makes sure the guy doesn't flee the
Do
scene.
you have any alcohol, firearms, or tobacco?
He says he starts taking photos with his phone, and he tells the guy not to flee the scene.
Was alcohol,
Tobacco
or firearms involved in this particular crash? Well, alcohol could be.
He said he wasn't under the influence
Are you under the influence of tobacco?
or firearms. But he said the kid was texting. You know, poor kid. He's like a 16-year-old kid. You know, could have been you, could have been me, could have been anyone at 16.
Definitely could have been you.
Yeah, I mean that's classic. Something I would have done. Sheared the whole hydrant off.
He was texting?
That's our theory. He said there was a bug on the side of my door, and I was trying to get it off. That's what he said.
The T in ATF should be for texting.
Alcohol,
Texting and firearms.
because it is a big
Because
problem.
who cares about tobacco problems
I don't.
anymore?
Right? Yeah, that's old news.
Yeah. We know that it's good for you now.
So what did we learn here?
Nothing.
I hope you're enjoying these episodes of Good Mythical More.
I am.
For you, we're crafting something for you. It's not, take it as you will.
Yeah.